Let's talk about something that can be just so incredibly frustrating. What is the actual secret to success? And maybe even more to the point, why do so many really capable people, people who have everything going for them, still fail?
I mean, think about it. Have you ever felt like you've got all the tools, you have the resources, you have the support system, but you're just not moving? You're stuck. Why on earth does that happen? Let's dive into that paradox.
So first up, we're going to look at what our source material calls the puzzle of success. And I'm willing to bet this is a puzzle that a lot of us have felt trapped in at some point.
So picture this, right? You're doing okay financially. You've got access to a good education, and you have people in your corner cheering you on. On paper, you should be flying. But you're not. You're completely stalled. And what makes it even worse is you look over and see people with way fewer advantages just blowing past you. It's maddening, isn't it?
Well, here's a really powerful idea from the text. When this is happening, the answer isn't to look for excuses out there. It's not bad luck. It's not that the world is unfair. The problem, it's internal. In fact, the argument is that we are actually doing ourselves a great injustice. Okay, so if the problem is inside us, what is it? Well, this next section gets right to the heart of it. We're going to go hunting for something the source describes as an invisible and constant energy leak. Now, this quote here, it comes from the world of big industry, maximizing factory output. But here's the thing. The source argues this isn't just about money or machines. This one idea, get more work for minimum expense, is the single most important principle for managing the most valuable thing you have, your own personal energy. Think of your energy like it's cash for a factory, right? An inefficient factory that spends a whole dollar just to make one tiny nail, it's going to go bankrupt. A factory that burns a mountain of wood just to boil a little bit of water is absolutely doomed. Well, in the exact same way, we doom ourselves when we waste huge amounts of our personal energy on tiny, unimportant things. And these leaks, they happen all day, every single day. It starts with small stuff, like using the energy it takes to shout just to have a normal, quiet conversation. It's a total mismatch. Or how about this one? I think we've all been here, spending hours of your precious mental energy agonizing over a tiny decision, like the color of the buttons on a coat. That is a massive withdrawal from your energy bank for basically zero return. We also leak energy through just pointless negativity. Getting all worked up and criticizing other people for things that have absolutely zero impact on our own goals. And finally, of course, there's the big one, a total lack of focus. You're supposed to be working on your dream, but you're off daydreaming about something totally different. You're spending that precious capital on something that gives you zero return on what you actually want to achieve. Now, to really put this into perspective, get this. Scientists say that 99% of a piece of coal's energy is lost by the time it gets from the mine to the engine. Only 1% actually does the work. Now, the source says this is a perfect metaphor for us. How much of our own potential are we just letting burn away? So, that's the big problem. We are leaking energy all over the place. But how do we actually fix it? Well, the solution can be boiled down to one single powerful word: focus. So, how do you apply your energy like a smart business? It really comes down to 3 steps. First, one task at a time. Seriously, stop multitasking. Second, you give that one task everything you've got, all your mental and physical power. And third, when you do this, something amazing starts to happen. You begin to see the hidden secrets of the task, the little details and opportunities that are just invisible to a distracted mind. This state, we can call it deep focus. It's when all of your power is centered on one single point. And according to our source, this is the simple, unguarded secret of how seemingly small people have done incredible things throughout history. They weren't always more talented. They were just way better at managing and aiming their energy. Okay, so this brings us to the final and honestly, the most important part. How do you take this entire idea and actually apply it to your life, starting right now? Let's break down your next step. All right, here's your action plan. First, you gotta stop the leaks. Stay away from useless talk and gossip. Stop dwelling on painful things from your past. They only drain your battery. Instead, fix your eyes on the bright future you actually want to build. Treat your energy like the precious resource it is, and then you direct all of that saved up power towards your one definite goal. And remember this because it's such a powerful piece of encouragement. When you work with this kind of focus, even your smallest, most minor task becomes beautiful and important. It'll actually hold more weight and more value than the biggest, most ambitious projects of people whose energy is just scattered all over the place. So that really leaves us with one last crucial question. It's not about how much energy you have, it's all about how you use it. Knowing everything we just talked about, where are you going to choose to invest your energy today?